go.
You're right there, Chaos here, and as some of you may know, I've been having Wi-Fi teething problems where I am. Now, I've been trying to fix it to help with uploading, watching people's content, playing multiplayer, because some of you want to see Battlefield multiplayer, things like that, and I want to get into it. You know, I pay premium, I like to play it, so I want to play it. Simple as. But I hope this video does help a lot of you out there, because you've been having Wi-Fi issues as well. Now, in my new PC rig, I am meaning to do a video of how it runs, but I have got this PCIe wireless adapter. Okay, so it does 300 megabit per second connection, things like that, so it's ample, it's absolutely fine. So I haven't got a Wi-Fi internet issue from this. Now, the router downstairs is an up-to-date TalkTalk router, no issue with that. However, I'm in a farmhouse setup, studio farmhouse setup. The walls are quite thick, as you can gather, so it is diminishing the signal, and then it'll conk in and out. Now, some of you may say, Chaos, well, why don't you move the router? I can't. It's been placed in the best situated place for the situation. Situated situation, bit of a tongue twister, but you can gather it is where it can be. Now, I have been using a Netgear repeater. Now, what the repeater does, unless you already know, when you send out a Wi-Fi signal from the router, it does it as a sphere. So anyone that is in that sphere can get a connection of some sort. You can get adapters for the antennas that will send it like a tunnel, send it out in a particular direction, but if you're not in that direction, you won't get a signal, whereas a sphere is better in some respect. But if you're going through substances, it will obviously diminish it. That's what I'm getting. Now, someone did mention, which I have bought it today, a Powerline option. Hopefully that will come up and it's not too glary. You can see here 300 megabit per second Powerline adapter setup. Now, what it allows you is one of the units get plugged in, put into a plug socket. You then Ethernet cable connect it. I'll finally get it out from the router to that unit. Then you plug in the other unit in your abode, or where you want your signal, and it will send that wireless signal down your power lines. Powerline adaptation. One proviso, it has to be on the exact same kind of connection. You can't suddenly have it going through breakers and things like that, because that will interfere with it. So I've ran tests already on no repeater. I am then going to run tests on this and have it set up and see if it is a viable option. So please stay tuned. B2 secs. Oh, before I go off and plug this in and test it, I wanted to show what was actually in the kit. Now, this actually goes in where you want your signal. So there's two Ethernet ports down here. So when it's plugged in and all set up, I could have, say, one go into a console and one go into like an internet box of some sort. So that could be some form of streaming device, but also it emits a Wi-Fi signal of its own. Quite useful. And in the box there are Ethernet cables already, so there's two sets in here, so if you ever did get one, you're already set up. This one here is the little input, so you got an Ethernet port, so that is the Ethernet port that comes from the router into there. You plug it in, that then sends it to the previous item, and then you have a whole sync set up here. But as I said, I'll be back in a moment after some tests. You'll be patient. You're right, Chaos back with the most important part of this video, and that's the results, what you should be spending your money on. So before I go over the results, I want to do a couple like ground rules of what will affect these results or may not. First of all, my internet speed here isn't brilliant. It's not going to be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 megabit per second download. Okay, live quite rurally, which will affect another point. I don't have other Wi-Fi signals channels interfering. Okay, not like if you were living in a city or set of flats, you would have other channels, other Wi-Fi signals interfering. maybe then slowing down and causing intermittent. Okay, now thirdly, about the results, I done each test a minimum of 10 times and got the average. Okay, so this is going to be as accurate as I can possibly make without spending a whole day doing them. Okay, first of all, plain Wi-Fi. PC here with its adapter, modem, router, wherever it is. Okay, plain connection. Ping 55 milliseconds. Download 2.53 megabits per second. Upload 0.81 megabits per second. That is our benchmark. That's what we're working against. Now, the repeater sets slap bang between the router and the PC, right in the middle. Ping 55 milliseconds, no difference. Download 4.4 megabit per second download. Increase. Upload 0.87 megabit per second. Negligible, but it is an increase. Okay. Now, this is the important bit. Powerline setup. Has it worked? Now, there's two setups with my Powerline system. That with the emitter, it does a Wi-Fi signal as well as you can plug in an Ethernet cable. So with the Wi-Fi one, these are the results. 52 ping. That's not bad. It's going down. Download 4.49 megabit per second. Slight increase. But as I said, it's negligible, but it's still an increase over the benchmark. And upload 0.86 megabit per second. Still an increase over the benchmark, negligible to the repeater. Let's now try Ethernet connection to the power line. Okay, so this is as Ethernet connection as I can from the router. Ping 51 megabits per second. Latency drop as well, not bad. Download randomly went a little bit the other way, 4.42 megabit per second. So it's a little bit slower than the Wi-Fi, but it happens. The upload again, 0.85 megabit per second upload. So you may be asking me, wait a minute, why on earth is Ethernet connection slower than the Wi-Fi connection with the power line as well as the repeater? It is, however, these results, these numbers don't factor into one major thing as well: reliability, how consistent your connection is. Now, when I'm over Wi-Fi connection, especially with the repeater and plain Wi-Fi, connection kept dropping in and out, and you'd have your peaks and your troughs quite dramatically. Whereas with the Powerline one, whether it's the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet Powerline, it was stable. And that's what I'm looking for, is as best as I can for the download and the upload, but stability. And you can see that with the ping as well, it reduced slightly. So for the money, if you've got the option, go Powerline. Repeaters are cheap and inexpensive, don't get me wrong. You can get like the Netgear one that I got for about £20. Okay, that, however that much would be in dollars, I'm not sure. Powerline one cost me about £35–40, but it's worth it. You get more stable connection, it's not so intermittent, and it's not gonna just make you rage and want to be like, I've just spent my money on crap. Okay, so in summary for the whole video, hope it has helped. Powerline is certainly worth it, and if you've got a faster download speed and upload speed to your main router, you are going to see bigger results in the end. You can see that my download speed was about 80% higher. So imagine if my original download speed was 10, I could be looking at 18. See how it progresses? So I hope this video has been helpful. If you want to see more videos like this, please say down below. You know, I don't know until you lot tell me. And please subscribe to the channel if you definitely want to see more videos and be up to date with it all. But as always say, you all take care of one another. Chaos out.
What is this dirty moonshine of which you speak?